Hello everyone, my name is Elle. I'm a producer working for animation and game about 10 years, and I'm here today to discuss about how to write a resume, how to do an interview, and how to make a network. So let's talk about a resume and how to write it down. And for that, I'm thinking that it's better to know what is a resume. There are so many kind of resume that we can talk about. But the thing is, in our industry, most of the time that you apply, they're asking for a CV. It's kind of like a short form of whatever you did that is good to know for the job that you're applying. So you have to just make it all in a page or two. Whatever you did, whatever you experience, you have any education, certification, awards you won, or any festivals you participated, or and also as artist working for the animation and game industry, your portfolio should be attached as a link, or the address should be mentioned in your resume. So there are so many type of resume that you can write down on a paper. You can make it colorful. You can just justify it however you want. Write it down however you think you work for you, but the kind of standard size of and the kind of standard way of writing down a resume that could be professional, and recruiters rather to read them, and it's just has all the information about you without any color. It's only words that describing you. It's kind of like a resume, but that we call it a portfolio summary, which means that it's kind of like this one that I'm mentioning here, that that you have your name, you have your title, you have a brief about yourself, that who you are, what you did, what's your expertise, and also your experiences with the job titles that you have, and also the responsibilities in detail that you did. And you can mention to your skills. As you see here, I mentioned that please mention to your technical skills, also known as hard skills, because it just assumed that you have to have the communication skills, team working, being friendly with your teams, and whatever known as soft skills, or your the skills that normally people mention. That it's kind of like that it's obvious that you should have all of them. It's better that you go for the technicals, softwares you're working with or worked with, had the experience working, and other stuff that related to the techniques that you know. Also, you can just mention to your certifications, especially when you're producer, production manager, or project manager working, scrum master, product owner, who just for showcasing themselves, that what kind of method that they know. It's good to just mention to their certification that they got. And the education, it's kind of like it doesn't matter for the artist, because their portfolio will show whatever they know, and the job experience and the responsibilities. But again, if you're applying for tech part, if you're applying for production team part, maybe you need to or you want to showcase your education. What I'm suggesting is that as we're working for entertainment industry, it's better to mention your hobbies that shows your passion and how you related to the industry. And also, if you're playing game, writing book, you're a fan of some kind of arts, watching some movies, if you're a fan of telling the stories, whatever you think works for you or you doing as a hobby. But there's a thing that I want to explain here, that how someone can read a resume, that it can kind of like give you an idea about how you think. If someone see your resume, if someone read your resume, where they start and where they end, that helps you to write it down on a paper. The first thing is that if you're an artist or if you're someone working for this industry, most of the time when people check your name and your title, if it's matched for the job that you applied for, they go to your portfolio or your just website. Your portfolio can be ArtStation, website, LinkedIn, whatever you mention here. What I'm suggesting is that make a LinkedIn here. If you're an artist, make a ArtStation or Behance and link it here, or have a website and link it here. So when someone just read your profile, which means a summary about you and what you did, and what you just write down here as a brief of your experience, your knowledge, and whatever you're interested in. So then if they find it interesting, that it's kind of like going to be matched with that job that you applied. So they go to the link, they check the links, they will see what you did, your experiences, as people just connect and communicating and understanding visual presentations more. So I'm sorry for the sirens. And by the way, this is stuff that I finished. It's a normal life. Anyway, so let's put your links that someone, when they found it interesting that your experience, they go to the link, and then a wise recruiter would go to the detail after watching it and finding it interesting, and they go to see how you did describe yourself and what was your responsibilities on those things that you show. Why they need these responsibilities? Imagine that you're an animator, that you're showcasing a shot, but it's not only you that worked on that shot. The lighting artist, the rendering artist, the compositing artist, and also there are other animators that working on that shot. So they're thinking that they want to know what was your responsibility on that shot you just mentioned on your resume, on your portfolio. So they will go check that one, the link. So first they want to know you in a brief, then they go to check your quality of work, and then they want to see what you did and what was your personal responsibilities. So they will check the details next after. So if you think about that, you know that how you should present yourself on a paper, on a portfolio, and on your resume. What I'm suggesting is that there are so many websites, links, platforms that can help you writing down your resume. But what I suggest, which is free, is simple and easy to use, the samples that Google Docs provided, in my idea and opinion, is the best. And also I wanted to mention that there is no need for an image picture of you. There is no need for mentioning your age. There is no need mentioning your gender here in the resume. And also there is no need to write down your address and phone number here on the resume. And Yes. Let's say that you accept it and you want to go for an interview. So someone wants to come and ask you some questions. There are so many typical questions. You can find them on the websites, and but the way you're answering your questions matter. How? When someone asking you a question, explaining you or your job, a job you done, it's kind of like they want to know that what was your reaction, how do you explain it, how you know what you did, and they kind of like asking question for understanding this. And imagine, the better you tell your story, the better they understand it. So avoid just answering with words, with just keywords. That's saying someone asking you a question and you're just saying one simple answer, one simple sentence, uh, just mentioning what you did. Let's communicate with your recruiter. Talk about your story and tell your stories on each question being asked from you. So there is a method that is working. This method is working, and people are just getting help from this method. And I love it for just using, and I got the answer. So the method calls STARS, which just means situation, task, action, and result. You may have heard about it so many on so many other websites, or may not. But let's explain it here again. We're going to talk about the situation, we're going to just help that one imagine what we did with telling the story. So when someone asks you that, imagine, or asks you that, what was the last time, for example, what was the last time you had a fight with your boss? You're not going to tell that I didn't have a fight with my boss at all. It's wiser to answer this question and get it into the situation that somewhere, sometime that happened for you. What was the situation? Why that happened? And what was the situation? What was your task to do? Then what you did, and what was the result? I don't know. You had an argument or fight with your boss about, or your leader. You had a, better say, you had a disagreement with your leader about something, and you're telling that I try to, for example, that I had this disagreement with my leader about this problem or this thing, that I think that if we do it this way is better, or I didn't understand it and I wanted more description for that. And then I just because I had to do, for example, I had to do X for that one, and what I did was that I went to my leader and tried to ask it kindly, and I don't know, with the direct question that I didn't understand it, or I just mentioned that politely that I disagreed with that, whatever happened. And the result was that my leader listened to me, and we discussed on that. We just agreed on doing some parts that I said and some parts that my leader said, something like that. Imagine yourself, you've been in a situation and you did each question that been asked from you could be kind of like in this situation. And if you're in there are so many times that you uh, can't remember at that time of an interview because of the stress and pressure on you, that you can't remember a situation that happened for you for that question. Imagine it and tell the story. Tell the story that a situation happened, a task was something, and it's kind of like maybe it's kind of like imaginary story, but it shows your expertise and experience of understanding the question and the ability to answer that. And it might not happen for you to the next. And I'm not telling that all these interview things are right and are correct, but the thing is, we are in this queue, we are in this line of doing these things, and there are people interviewing us, and we have to answer this question, whatever they're asking, however they're asking. And if we want that job to be ours, so it's better to act wise and try the ways that can work. And I'm suggesting that this way, this method can work for us. So, as I explained, the situation is that explain something, situation happened, talk about what was your responsibility, task, and what you did, and describe the action, what you did in that, and then the result, and try to just talk about positive results, that outcomes that you have from that. Focus on the outcomes that you have for that question or matters that happen for you. So before we want to just send a resume for someone or getting an interview, there's something that we all the time need to know, that where should we start, who could we connect, and how to find our job. And there are some documents and articles telling that 80% of the jobs coming from networkings. I don't know that if it's done on a correct way, or the answer is the percentage are precise, but I'm telling that networking can go a lot of way. And now I'm going to tell you how to network in the industry of animation and game. In the industry of animation and game. So the first thing I'm thinking that the first thing we should go, first place that we should step in, that just help us to focus on our mind on job, is LinkedIn. Let me just take out of this presentation, go to my LinkedIn. Here's my LinkedIn. I'm going to just show you what I mean by going on LinkedIn, and what's better to do. First, have your name, your legal name, have your roles that you want here, and also the place you live. Come here down and write down a good brief showcasing you. Tell a story about yourself that people can read it and understand that you did what you mentioned, and or recruiters can find you by reading it, can understand that you are the one that they want you. Put your skills here. You can add up to 5. Feature, this one is very important for me. Feature the post that you think is eye-catching. Why? Because look at here. LinkedIn is not a user-friendly application or platform. When you post it here, when you share everyone, like everyone, they all comes to your activity. And if I want to see what you did, I have to go check all your posts, each like you had, each comment you just write down, I have to go through all of them to see what you did. But the best thing is here that you mention them all, what's your expertise here in the feature, that when someone comes and just pops up on their face, that they see your expertise and what you did. And then we're going to our experience. We're going to write down our titles, where we're working, and also it's better to write down a brief about what we did or doing in the job title that we are in. And also you can link your videos or portfolios or whatever you did or a project here that someone can go easily watch it just with a click. And here you can just mention to the certification that you passed, and if people you can even ask people that known people endorsing you and writing down for you what was that, a recommendation for you, that how you did work and what was their experience working with you. That one is a cool one. If you want, you can ask them to do it for you. So it's all about LinkedIn. Let's go again on our presentation. So after that, it wasn't all. I have to get back to my LinkedIn showcasing something. So make a portfolio on our station, website, whatever you have. And also I have another suggestion, and let's get back to it. Let's get back to your LinkedIn. Sorry. Here you'll see you can link your portfolio here. If you're an artist, if you're someone like me as a producer, make a portfolio, make a website. I have a website here. You can see what I've done. So you can just make a portfolio for yourself, however you like, however you think that is presenting you, and you can go that when someone can wants to click on the link, go to your portfolio and see whatever you did. Your portfolio can be like me, a website, can be an artist station, can be a Behance, and but it must be somewhere that people can see what you did. And pay attention, your portfolio is not your Instagram, your, I don't know, TikTok, that you put everything, everyday sketches on it. You have to showcase your quality works on your portfolio, in your portfolio. And then when you just went to somewhere like LinkedIn and you understand that who are the people, you connect with them, send a connection, try to follow them, try to connect them, try to introduce yourself to them. So the next thing is that to message people, are just are your folks, are your colleagues, understand your works and ask their help. And by telling that asking their help, it doesn't mean that they send a message that I need your help. It's just that introduce yourself, send your job, get their reaction, get their feedback about what you've done, what you've been doing, and try to connect with them, try to show yourself that, hey, I am here, I'm doing this. And also you can ask them for having a coffee somewhere, maybe having an online meeting, getting their attention and getting their just idea about what you've been doing, and ask them to tell you their experience about what they what I think, how they did things, what they suggest to you to do. Another option that you can find is that a meetup application. You go to the meetup application, find a channel, make a channel there, and make a account there, and right there in the city that you are in, and find the local animation and game community that you have your around. People gathering together, seeing each other, meeting each other, and talk about the same concerns, the industry, whatever they have. Show their works and their portfolio together. Get their idea, and you will learn from them, and they will learn from you, and you will get a good in-person or even online meeting of communication and networking. So I'm thinking that I have talked about everything about the resume, about but you how you need to think about resume and how to write it down, how to apply, how to find a job, how to network, and for now, and for I'm thinking that's all I know. If you have any other question that think I can answer, you can answer it in the comment of this video. And I'm hoping that this video helps you. And if it helps, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe my channel that I have more contents coming for you.